Hey guys, SADISTIC here, and today I'll be reviewing Kakeguri or Compulsive Gambler Volume 1, written by Hiromu Kawamoto and the art's done by Toru Nomura. This manga is a dark drama with a little bit of a school life feel. So to recap the story a little bit before I go into the review without giving any spoilers, Hyuga Private Academy is an academy for the privileged, but they also have a really dark underground gambling ring run by the student council, of course. The two main characters we see are Suzui, who is down on his luck and in debt to the class's best gambler, and a new transfer student named Yumiko Jambi. Yumiko seems like an innocent girl until you give her a deck of playing cards. She's a little bit reckless with her bets and gives the avid gamblers a run for the money by showing them what an actual gambler looks like. Okay, so I actually really love this manga, mostly due to the fact that I myself am an avid gambler. There is something about knowing the ins and the outs and the odds of the game that gives it all its excitement, and Kawamoto definitely displays this in his character Yumiko. In saying that, the first thing I really liked about the story is that during the challenges that Yumiko faces, the rules for each game are actually laid out, all of which have sort of a twist, and the author does this without being too lengthy in explanation, which helps you see what's going on and actually realizing how high the stakes of the game actually are. The second piece I actually really enjoyed was the actual story overall. It was fast-paced and I read through it rather quickly without it being boring in the slightest. There was also so many twists and turns and all these reveals that made it definitely worth reading. The final thing I really liked was how dark the art actually was. The shadowing was amazing and the color uses of just the black, gray, and red for the colored pages was a nice touch. And when Yumiko gets into these gambling frenzies, the whole tone of the book actually changes just through the art alone. But it also leads me into a segue of some of the stuff I actually didn't care for. One of the things I noticed while reading this were all these up-the-skirt panty shots. And as interesting as those were, for the female reader, I found them a little unnecessary and had no relevance to the story. But have at it, boys, because there are plenty of them in there. The only thing that I wasn't too pleased with was the introduction of all these characters at once. I can't go into total description on them because it would probably take way too long and give away way too much of the story, but this made for a problem while reading through, because I actually had to go back a couple of times and go, wait, who is that? And then I actually had to go back to where I actually was while I was reading. Overall though, if I had to give Kakeguri a grade, it would be a B+. The overabundance of characters and the panty shots kind of threw me off a little bit and ruined things for me, but the storyline was great and the action sucks you in and the games and the rules keep you on the edge of your page. I'm actually excited to read the next volume, which I will be updating you guys on very soon, hopefully. Also, just a little tidbit of information. This manga released an anime in 2017 and it's actually working on its second season now. So that is something I would definitely go and check out. Last but not least, if you like this review, comment, post, repost, do whatever it is you guys do. And until next time, don't do anything that I wouldn't do.